Hello, this is Simracing Corner, and what I have here on the table are a couple of Cube Controls quick releases, and it may seem really familiar since they are virtually identical to the Q&R quick release, the original one. So Cube Controls 1 is already fitted there, and we have one in the box here. So just thought I'd show you how it's packed. And the only real visual difference until you get close up to it is you can see there's a 70mm and 50mm bolt pattern drilled into this, and it should work fine. There's clearance. You just see there the holes go all the way through, so there's no should be no obstructions if you do use this. But on the Q&R one, you can see it's just 70mm bolt pattern, and they do sell a 50mm bolt pattern which has basically a smaller version of this plate. And yes, it doesn't have all the 7 prongs on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prongs. Speaking of 70mm, yeah, 6 prongs. It has just the 3, so it's a smaller format version of the plate. But I bought these because it's just practical. I needed a couple more, and I figured these would do fine. But I do have a bunch of these Q&Rs attached to my wheels, and I do have a Q&R base side. And if you were thinking about getting one of these and you do have a Q&R, the first question you're going to ask, which I emailed them and asked them, are they compatible? And they say yes, they are completely compatible. So just show you how it mates together. You can see there it's absolutely the same thing. Of course, with the you get that bit as well on the wheel side to clamp it down. But yeah, it does clamp down. I have tested it, and it's just the same. It just fits absolutely fine, no problem, and just as strong. So there's a couple of other small differences as well. And one of the things which is probably the most obvious one, actually, if you have them two together, is this plate here is actually a little bit thinner than this one on the Q&R. It's about 1mm difference, but having tested it, it hasn't changed the stiffness. It just feels just as solid, so that's not really an issue. A couple of other sort of observations when you put them close up is it's the grain on these plates on the side where it's cut is just slightly rougher than it is on there, and it also seems like a shinier metal, but it doesn't really matter. These bolts that go through there, the cap head is slightly different, and the other thing, an observation is this stack of plates on here, that top one, that's really thin one at the top, it's not sure if it's really obvious there, but it's just a slightly different cut out when it goes inwards. Really is sort of insignificant in the kind of scheme of things, but yeah, it is a slightly different thing. So what I would say is I think that Cube Controls basically backward engineered this and made their own one, because it sort of matches that. You can see it's virtually, it is actually the same. Maybe not quite flush to the, it's absolutely, but it's close enough. When I kind of feel along it, it feels like it's not quite aligned, but you can't see that there. It's the same sort of thing. So yeah, so if you were wondering, because I was, if these are interchangeable, they completely are. So if you have a base side Cube Controls, base side Q&R, you can use the wheel side of the other brand, and it works just fine. Yeah, maybe a bit cheeky that they basically nicked the design because it is a popular quick release and they've basically released their own. I'm not sure what the original creator of the Q&R thinks about that. Probably not too happy, but I'm assuming it's not a patented design, and therefore anyone could just basically do the same if they really wanted to. And I felt a little bit guilty, but I felt these were more practical, since although I don't need a 50mm bolt pattern quick release right now, I may in the future, and this just makes it universal, so it just seems like a better option for me. But yeah, it's functions the same stiffness, and it just connects absolutely fine. So yeah, if you're wondering, it's absolutely fine. Anyway guys, well that's the end of this one. Take care, and thanks for watching, happy simming, and bye bye.